Can we see on the stream page, not this one, not the live page? Okay, tamam. Okay. Started? Hello everyone. Can we see the stream page? Great. Hello everyone, welcome to this first live from Vitrin Clinic. So we are here at the clinic. My name is Inas, I'm a medical consultant here. Today we are going to talk about implants, dental implants. So if you are considering or thinking of having implants, or if it's interesting for you, please ask us if you have questions. Sorry, I'm gonna be answering all the questions. I also gathered the most common questions that we get from our patients, and I am going to be answering them. First, I am going to start with explaining what is an implant. I'm not gonna use any complicated words that some of you maybe can't understand. I will just explain it like I'm explaining it to a friend. So, first of all, what is an implant? A dental implant is simply a small screw made from titanium, okay? It goes inside your jawbone, just like this. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it. So it goes inside your jawbone. So it's not going to be visible. It goes inside your jawbone, so it's going to replace the root of your tooth. It's not going to replace the visible part of the tooth. That we call it the crown. So first of all, we put the implant. We wait for the healing process, and then we can put eventually a crown on top of it. So some of you may ask, why is an implant important? Why I should put an implant? Simply, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I lost a tooth, it's not that important, it's not a big deal. At first, we can't see the problem of it. When you lose a tooth, like, you don't have any problem, you just have a gap on your smile. I don't know about you guys, but the smile for me is very important. So if I have a gap between my teeth, it's not that beautiful. But I don't know about you. So the bone starts shrinking. You don't see it, but really, when you lose the tooth and the root of the tooth, the bone starts shrinking. And the teeth beside that tooth start moving with the time. And it's not that beautiful, so you won't have that confidence to smile with that gap, if you know what I mean. So what we are going to do to replace that tooth, of course, we are not just going to put a bridge, or actually we can put a bridge, but that is just temporary. That's not a lifetime solution. So what we are going to do is to replace, first of all, the root of the tooth with an implant. So the implant is like an artificial look, root. I'm sorry, it's my first time going live, so I don't know if it's normal to freeze. So yeah, as I was saying, it's an artificial root of the tooth. And it can be 10 times more stronger than a normal root or a natural root, the implant. Now, it means that when you replace your tooth with an implant, it's not just about beauty. you are going to have back the ability to eat normally, to chew, to smile, and to smile with confidence, and to speak. Because when we lose some teeth or one tooth, our jaw is going to change. We don't notice it at the beginning, but it's going to change. Why? Because the bone is shrinking once again, and the teeth will start moving. Okay, so we don't have that function. So when you replace that tooth with an implant, you will have back that function, such as like a natural normal tooth. Yeah. Now we are going to talk about types of implants or brands of implants. If you have any questions, please go ahead, write it down, and I'll be answering the questions at the end. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about different types or different brands of implants. For example, here at Vitrin Clinic, we propose several type of implants. Okay, so you can choose what's right for your case. Of course, you won't choose because you don't know which implant to choose, but we will guide you. So we will guide you to choose the best implant for your case. I will start with EVOS. EVOS is a Turkish implant. It's a very affordable implant. And when I say affordable, that doesn't mean low quality implant, no. For example, if we see that you are young and you have a good bone level, EVOS can be perfect for you. Okay, so when we choose the right implant for you, it's gonna be perfect. Okay, then we have, for example, Medigma or Bigo implant. Medigma and Bigo are German implants. Okay, they are more stronger than EVOS. Let's say, for example, you have 3 missing teeth. Okay, for example, tooth number 14, 15, and 16. Okay, we are just going to replace the 14 and the 16. In this case, we can use Bigo or Medigma. Okay, so we replace the 14 and 16. We wait for the healing process, and then we can put a bridge, okay, that is going to be maintained on the tooth number 14 and 16. So it's going to be a bridge of 3 teeth, okay? So let's say that Bigo and Medigma can be great for this case, bridge cases, for example. And then we also have Straumann LA Active, or Nobel Biocare. I will call them premium implants. Of course, not because they are expensive, okay, but these implants are for more complicated cases, such as a patient with diabetes, for example, because as you know, people who suffer from diabetes are tend to have a bad bone level, okay? So we can use, in this case, Straumann or Nobel Biocare, because they have like they will give you a quick ability to heal. Okay, so we will speed up the healing process, and they will directly integrate with, sorry again, I think we can move this mic from here. Is this okay? Thank you. So they have the ability to integrate with your bone very quickly, okay? So we are good with the healing process when we have a bad bone level, for example, okay? So let's say that Straumann LA Active and Nobel Biocare are more stronger for these cases, or for example, full mouth cases, okay, when we have to replace a full mouth. Actually, I'm going to talk about that because I get a lot of these questions from patients. How many implants may I need? Okay, So let me make it simple for you. If, let's say, for example, you have one missing tooth, you are simply going to need one implant to replace it. Just like this. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the root? Can you see the implant? Okay. So if you have one missing tooth, you're gonna need one implant only. If you ask me, Inas, what if I have many missing teeth? I will say you're gonna need fewer than you think, okay? Because we are not going to replace, let's say for example, you don't have any teeth left on your jaw. For example, you have to replace 12 teeth. Normally we replace 14 or 12, okay, per jaw. Let's say we have to replace 12 teeth, you don't have teeth anymore. Of course, we are not going to put on each root an implant. Let me, for example, say, for example, you are going to build a house, okay? When we're building a house, we are going to start with pillars, okay? Pillars. Of course, the pillars aren't going to be on all the house, okay? We're gonna need, for example, 4 to 6 pillars, depends on the house, okay? It's the same thing with the implant. So if we have a full jaw to replace, we are going to need, for example, from 4 to 6 or sometimes more implants, okay? Let me tell you about all-on-4 or all-on-6 system. This system, we use it in general to, with cases that when we don't have any teeth, okay? So with an all-on-4 system, we're gonna put 4 implants on the upper jaw and 4 implants on the lower jaw. That makes it 8 implants, okay? So 4 implants per jaw. You are going to ask me how 4 implants are going to maintain a jaw of 12 teeth, for example. It is simple, okay? I'm going to be back with my example. When you're building a house, okay, and you put the pillars must be strong so it can support your house. The same thing with the implants. The implants should be strong to support the final or the definitive prosthesis that we're gonna put after the healing process, okay? So, for example, when we have these cases, we can, for example, use Nobel Biocare or Straumann LA Active. Okay, why? Because it's strong. It will give you a good healing process, okay, and speed up your healing process with the bone. It will directly integrate with the bone. Let me give you an example. For example, here I have the Straumann LA Active implants. I don't know if you can see it clearly. They can see it? Okay. Okay. Because I want to show you something on this implant. See the packaging? It's from Straumann. Okay. Okay. Now you can see the implant. First of all, let me show you the packaging. Okay, Straumann. I'm sorry. This is the implant basically. Can you see the liquid? We have a liquid in it. You can't find this liquid on all implants. So why we have this liquid, for example, on this package? It helps the implant's environment to stay moist, okay, and sterile, okay? So when we put this implant, it will directly integrate with your bone. So this implant from Straumann is not going to wait for your bone, okay? And it will speed up the healing process. It's not gonna be, for example, 3 months. It's gonna be only, let's say 4 weeks, 1 month, or maybe a bit more, Okay, depends on the case, of course. So this liquid is going to help the implant's environment to stay moist and sterile before putting it. So when we put it, once we put this implant, it will directly integrate with your bone. Okay, so basically this implant is not going to sit there and wait for your bone to do the first move. It will do the first move itself. Okay. Yes. Do you have any questions about brands of implants? Okay, we will leave the questions for later, I think. So if you are considering having an implant, okay, and you don't know which brand to choose, you can DM us, send us your X-ray, and a medical consultant will contact you and explain all the details for you, okay? And of course, before choosing the type of the implant, for example, after an examination or a 3D scan, it's so important because with the 3D scan, we can see your bone level, okay? And then we can know what kind of implant we can propose for you. So we propose for you the right type of implant depending on your bone level, your health situation, and your budget. That's why we propose many type or many brands of implants. All right. Do you have some questions? Someone from TikTok is asking what is this liquid. So this liquid will help the implant, as I said, stay moist, okay, and sterile. So it can directly integrate with your bone when we put this implant. It's kind of tricky. Do you have other types of implants? At Vitrin Clinic, we propose, of course, many types of implants. I talked about some of them, okay? And you don't have to worry about choosing the right type or the right brand of the implants because we will guide you to choose it, okay? As I said, depending on your health situation, on your bone level, and your budget, of course. So we will only guide you. You will choose. Do you have any other questions? How safe is the whitening? Teeth whitening is safe once you don't like abuse using it. For example, you can have some sessions during the year, okay, but like ask your doctor. Don't go over, for example, 3 sessions. Let's say, okay, it depends on the whitening system, okay, but don't go over, for example, 3 sessions at least. In Vitrin Clinic, someone is asking what brand of implants do you all use? In Vitrin Clinic, we are working with Evos implant, Medigma, Bigo, Nobel Biocare, Stroman. Is an implant safe for diabetic patient? That's a very good question. We get that a lot from our patients that suffer from diabetes. Simply, we need to do a blood test before deciding that. You need to get your HbA1c test checked. Okay, it doesn't have to be higher 7 or higher than 7. Okay, and then the doctor will decide. They are saying that I'm cutting out. Am I? Guys, am I cutting out? Can you hear me? How long will the full treatment process take from start to finish? Okay, let me explain it for you. Let me make it simple for you. First of all, I'm not cutting, right? No, no. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you. Let me explain it. So, basically, you're gonna have to need 2 visits if you're not from Turkey. Okay. On the first visit, we're going to start with the implantation process. Okay. We will start about with the 3D scan. Okay. The doctor will explain for you. Once again, the treatment plan, how many implants you're gonna need, and what brand you may like, what brand would suit you the most. Okay, and then you are going to decide. We'll start with the implantation. After, for example, we have to replace the full jaw. Okay, 2 or 1 jaw. We put the implants, and then we will wait for a healing process. The healing process depends on your bone. Okay, and it will depend also on the implant brand. For example, as I said, with the Stroman LA Active, it will give you, it will speed up your healing process. Normally, we need between 3 to 6 months. 6 months if we do a bone graft. Okay, I will explain this later. But so normally it takes 3 months, but with this type of implant, it will speed up your healing process once again. So we'll need, for example, 1 month or 1 month and a half. So for the second visit, we are going to put the definitive prosthesis that is going to be screwed to the implant. So the full process is, let's say, is going to take, let's say, 3 months, okay, between the 2 visits, normally. Thank you. What material is going to be used for my implant, my crown, zirconia or porcelain? Actually, we can use both porcelain or zirconia, okay? But zirconium is more aesthetic than porcelain. You see, with porcelain we have a metallic, like, let's say, a metallic side, okay, metal side. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And then we have the porcelain side, okay. So let's say that it's not that aesthetic. But with zirconium, it's only zirconia, okay? And you can choose also your color. Zirconium can be really white. So if you're young, I will propose zirconium for you. I want to do veneers, but some clinics are telling me that I need some crowns too. Why? Okay, so we get also this question a lot. Some patients misunderstood the veneers process. When we put veneers, our main goal is not to make the teeth aligned, okay? It's going only to change the shape and the color of your tooth, okay? It's something very, let's say, it's something very light, okay? It's like, for example, lenses, eye lenses. So the veneers are not going to change, for example, if you have crooked tooth, it's not going to change that. Okay, so maybe they said that to you because you don't have the correct bite, because the veneers are fragile. Okay, we need to have the correct bite, so they won't touch between each other, and when you have a correct bite, it will be perfect for you. Veneers to only change the shape and the color. is it needed to do a canal treatment to do crowns? In some cases, yes. After an examination and an X-ray, if we see that, if the doctor sees that some teeth need to do on them a root canal treatment, okay, before putting the crown, it is safer for you to do it. If you do it, you won't have for example, infection complications in the future, but not on all the teeth, of course. Veneer or zirconium crowns, it's different. Veneer, okay, let's start with the crown. A crown is simply going to cover all your tooth, okay? All the side of your tooth, okay? So before putting a crown, we need to do a preparation on your tooth. Your tooth need to be prepared, so we'll leave the place for the crown and we can put it, okay? And it will slightly be placed under your gingiva, okay? So that's why we need to do a preparation. And with the crown, what you are going to expect with the crown treatment? With the crown treatment, we are going to, we can change the shape, we can change the color of your teeth once it's going to be all covered, and we can also have your teeth aligned. If it's crooked, it's perfect for you, the crown's treatment. But for veneers, as I said, it's going to cover only the surface of your teeth. This one, this surface only, okay? And it's so light, okay, and it's fragile. When I say it's fragile, it doesn't mean it's not going to break when you put veneer or something. No, it's fragile, but if you have the right bite, the right closure, and if you have already nice teeth and you just want to change the color or the shape, veneers are going to be suitable for you, and it's going to last longer than you think. Can we make implants and crowns in one visit? Okay. For example, if you are young, okay, maybe you are 25, let's say, okay, and you have a very good bone level, okay, you don't suffer from diabetes, you don't have any health issues, we can put an implant and we can put the crown on the same visit, okay, but that got conditions. As I told you, you need to be young, have a good bone level. You don't need to be suffering of any health issues. So yeah, we can go for an implant and a crown in only one visit. What is better, all-on-4 or all-on-6 system? It's not about being better, okay? It's about what's going to be suitable for you the most, okay? Some patients, let's say, when they lose their teeth, they lose their bone. It's something we all know, okay? So when we lose a bone, the most important thing when we are going to put an implant is to have a good bone, or to have a bone at least. So we are going to check, of course, with the panoramic X-ray and a 3D scan. If you don't have that much of a good bone level, we can start with a bone graft, okay? We can start with a bone graft, put the implants, wait for the healing process, and after that, we'll put the fixed or the definitive prosthesis. Now, between all-on-4 and all-on-6, some patients, when they lose bone, they lose it, for example, only here at the end, on the molars. So that will give us the solution, to put implants only here. It's going to be 4 implants. That's the all-on-4 system, okay? So it will prevent us from doing a bone graft, okay? Some patients, when we see their X-ray, I wish I can show you an X-ray. for an example, so I can explain it better. So if you lose the bone only on these sides, okay, at the ends, and you still have a good bone level here, we can go for 4 implants, just like this. Let me show you here, it's better. We can go for 1, 2, 3, 4 implants for both jaws, okay? And we're not going to need to do any bone graft with this system. It's actually an intelligent solution, okay, for people who lost bone. For the all-on-6 system, we're gonna need more implants, more than 4 implants. It means 6 implants, okay? So it's gonna be 3 implants on each side that are going to be put in a strategic way, of course, by the surgeon. So 6 implants. For example, if you lose bone, let's say everywhere, we are going to do a bone graft. Not in all the cases, of course. In some cases, we don't need to do a bone graft. You don't have teeth, but you didn't lose bone. Okay, all good. We can start with the implantation right away. But sometimes we can start with a bone graft and do the all-on-6 system. So to answer your question, it's not about what is better all-on-4 or all-on-6, but it's about what suits you the most, okay? Once again, that's why we do a 3D scan before starting any treatment. So your surgeon and your medical consultant will explain everything for you. Do veneers damage my natural teeth? Yes, let me answer this question. Sorry. Veneer won't damage your natural teeth. Before putting a veneer, as I told you, we need to have the right bite, okay? And you don't need to have crooked tooth. We need to have a lined tooth, okay? We need to do a preparation before putting veneers. That's right, but we are not going to damage your teeth. Okay, that's not what we want to do. We are just going to do a small preparation so we can leave a small space for the veneers because, as I told you, I'm sorry, again, as I told you, the veneer is so light and it's going to be placed only on the surface of your teeth. Okay? So, no, it's not going to damage your natural teeth. I know people who came to your clinic, they are very happy and satisfied. They were with a consultant, Ina, so thank you so much. Can we see other comments? Thank you for the detailed answer. You're welcome. Do you have any other question? Can I contact you? Yes, of course, you can DM us. And oh, thank you so much. This guy is so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, you can DM us, okay? If you want to contact me especially, you can ask for Inas. And it will be my pleasure to help you. Do you have any other questions? Can I get a consultation with your doctors? Yes, of course. You can DM us. Can we put our phone number? You can DM us on Instagram, Facebook. You're watching us from Instagram, right? So you can DM us or directly contact us from WhatsApp. How is everyone there? Everyone is good. What is the success rate of implants in this clinic? Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question, sorry. I will first of all ask another question, okay, and answer it. Now, how can we how can we judge the success rate of an implant or an implant brand? Okay, um, it's about the statistic that we do. For example, Straumann is existing since many years ago, so it has a higher success rate than other implants. Okay, um, so the success rate of the implants in our clinic, I can say it's pretty good. Okay, but of course we have an aftercare department. Okay, that will contact you and keep in touch with you after your treatment, your implant treatment or your crown treatment. So if you're, of course, I already told you, it's all about choosing the right brand of implant that can suit you. Let's do some veneers, bro. DM us with your pictures and let us tell you if you are suitable for veneers. Can implants be done in one day? Yes, they can be done in one day. It's a very simple procedure. It's going to be under a local anesthesia. It's not going to hurt you or something because the implant, let me show you again. It's so small. You see? Thank you for helping. It's just this gray part. So you can see that the implant is so small. It's not going to, and we can do it, of course, in 1 day. It's going to be for like let's say a 1 hour procedure. Are veneers a permanent treatment? Can they be removed or reversed? Bite to put veneers and to see if it's suitable for us. Okay, so once you put veneers, accident, it can break. Even a normal tooth can break. Even a natural tooth can break. Okay, but the veneers can be, for example, I know some patients that have their veneers since 10 years, for example. So yeah, I'm telling you, it's all about the closure, the occlusion. So if you're suitable for veneers, yes, you can have them for like 10 years or more than 10 years. Veneers is, let's say, I can call it like a luxury treatment. Like you have your teeth, but you don't really like the shape, you don't really like the color. So you can go for veneers, and it's so natural. So no one will know that it's fake or it's veneers. It is so natural. You can visit our Instagram page. We have some nice videos or before and after results with veneers. Yes, sorry, I didn't answer your question. Can it be removed? Yes, veneers can be removed and can be replaced with other veneers within the years. For example, after 15 years, if you're the price, I think it's for veneers. You can DM us, okay? A medical consultant will directly contact you and give you all the details, okay? They will prepare for you a treatment plan according to our doctor. And first of all, the most important thing is that we need to see if you are suitable to do veneers, okay? You can DM us on Instagram. We will directly contact you. Do we have any questions? we have new joiners, so I don't think they listen to the first part. Should I repeat? Or do you want to know something else? She said the name Ina. The name is Inas. Let's contact her and see where it goes. Of course, you can DM us. And if you want me to be your medical consultant, you can just ask for Inas. What about the implants? Yes, what about the implants? As I explained in the beginning, maybe you were not with us. An implant is a simple small screw that is made from titanium. Sorry, it will go inside your jawbone to replace the root of your tooth. I will show you here again. Can you help me with this one? This time I really want to show you. Okay, this is the implant. This one is the implant. Let me show you like this. This is the implant. Okay, it's good. I think they can see it. Okay, it's very small and it's going to replace the root of your tooth. Okay, so it will give you, you're not just buying a screw. It will give you the ability to eat properly, to smile properly, and to speak properly. So it's just like having your natural teeth back. Okay. We have 3 minutes left, guys. Can I make implants and put veneers above it? No, that's not possible. Why we cannot put an implant and put veneers above it? Because as I told you, the veneer won't cover all your tooth. It will cover only the surface of your tooth, okay? So just like eye lenses, I don't know if you get me. So the veneer will simply, I think I broke it, simply cover this part, the surface, okay? So when you don't have a tooth, okay, let's say you don't have this tooth, okay? And we put an implant to replace the root, because the implant will only replace the root, not the visible part. And we wait for the healing process. How can we put a veneer? It's only like a small chip. So we can't put it in the implant. It can be screwed, it can be glued, or just, okay? It will only give you a natural, nice smile with a good, nice shape, okay? For example, if you want to change your natural teeth shape, and a very nice color. How much time do you still have? Okay, guys, we have another questions. What is the lifespan of a Straumann implant? On Straumann implants, we propose a lifetime warranty. Okay, so the success rate of this implant is very high. You can have it for many years, let's say all of your life. When can I eat properly? Sorry, after I do the implants. So after you put an implant, for the first 4 hours, you're not going to eat or you're not going to drink anything, and then you are going to eat, but you are going to be very careful, okay, which is normal. And then after, let's say, 2 days, you can eat in a normal way. But the first 4 hours, you can't eat or drink anything. That's so important. All right, guys, I think we're gonna end this live. I hope I answered all of your questions. Sorry. I hope. So, if you are considering having an implant or thinking about having one, you can just DM us, send us your X-ray, a 3D scan if you have one, and we will directly contact you and help you to know all the details, whether you're from Turkey or outside Turkey. Just contact us, guys. We have nice medical consultants. They will help you with everything and answer all your questions. You can also check the result of our patients on our Facebook, Instagram page. Live and have a nice weekend.